the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, Trackside. Once again, race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series fires things off here in sunny California for the AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from Trackside. A little bit under the weather, but that's not going to stop us from enjoying some great racing action here on this beautiful 2-mile D-shaped oval nestled in beautiful Fontana, California. Already multiple drivers out there on their qualifying laps, so we won't keep it much longer. Let's go ahead and get rid of that track information and throw down some of those qualifying times. Over there, left-hand side of your screen, Tom Sinchek, top of the speed charts. Quick time here in qualifying belongs to that 23 Chevy ZL1 Camaro of Sinchek. He's going to top the speed charts with a 40.97. Thomas Walter right behind him. You can see Dalton Tucker making his way around the track on his opening lap. The 24 Ford Mustang going to begin his first time lap here tonight. Sinchek still sitting top of the speed charts. Thomas Walter right there. Matthew Johnson, gets bumped down just a little bit while Kyle Rochelle breaks inside of the top 5. Rochelle going to put his Camaro in the second position. Got some big news here tonight. You can see it right there on your timing and scoring inside of that 49. That's right, he's back. The man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Bird, gonna rejoin us here tonight for the first time in this season here in Season 6. You're defending, reigning, back-to-back season champion Ryan Bird back with us once again. Can't wait to see what he's going to be able to do out there tonight. Also want to give a big shout out to that 99 of Bryce Kobler. Kobler made his debut last week at Texas Motor Speedway, walked away with a second place finish. So a great run in his debut. Can he back it up here at Auto Club? We're going to have to wait to see how it all shakes out, how it all finishes. 17 drivers ready to pound the pavement here tonight from Auto Club. And then you can see Tucker, top of the speed charts. He's going to snatch the Pump and Dump Clothing Company pole award with the final 30 seconds here in qualifying. And Dalton Tucker going to take the top of the speed charts. And we're going to head trackside for the national anthem. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And just like that, right back trackside as drivers make their way through pre-race inspection and head to the starting grid. Tell you what, let's get a little closer to your starting grid here tonight as we get set to roll in the AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. There you can see them all lined up, ready to roll. And as the music begins to play, you hear the bells in the background. You know the sounds. You know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Surf City 200 right here from sunny California. Starting inside row number 1, your Pump and Dump Clothing Company Pole Award winner, the 24 of Dalton Tucker. Just to his outside, the fast as always, 23 of Tom Sinchek. Back in row number 2 here tonight, the 21 of Kyle Rochelle and the 17 of Adam Westfield. Thomas Walter, Matthew Johnson back in row 3. Row number 4 here tonight, Brett Adams and Kerry Trebu. Aaron Kralik and Daniel Micklin round out your top 10. Starting inside row number 6 in the 11th position, the 25 of Brian Curry. Brady Moats just his outside in that 12th position, 13th here tonight from the starting grid. The Max Motorsports 51 of Max Fonner, Patrick McClendon in the 45 will roll off 14th. Eric Stamp, Ryan Bird back in row number 8, and Bryce Robler rounding out the 17 car field. And as we head off of turn 4, drivers gonna get ready to hit the loud pedal for the first time. Music will fade as they roll into the restart zone, and green flag flies for the first time here tonight from Auto Club. Ready to roll, ready to go racing here tonight. These 17 drivers all fighting for season supremacy. Will anybody be able to close in on Cedric Hunter? Hunter not in the field here tonight. Did want to mention that. Cedric Hunter on a roll here this season. 3 wins so far. Nobody else has visited victory lane more than one time besides Hunter. And with the Hello Kitty machine not on track, we'll see if we get a new race winner or if somebody can break into that second win column. Lap number 1 gonna go on the board, and your race leader, Dalton Tucker, your pole sitter, will keep the front of the field. Late Apex drivers right behind him, Tom Sinchek and Kyle Rochelle sitting second and third. Matthew Johnson a close 4th for the time being. Brian Curry gonna drop back to 5th after gaining 6 positions from the drop of the green flag early here tonight. Big moves there from that Old Bay number 25 of Brian Curry. He's got a fast Ford Mustang and he's heading to the front. Tom Sinchek, bottom of the racetrack, trying to make a move. Not going to quite get there just yet. He'll have to get back in line and stay in tow as they head back to turn number 1. Brian Curry going to run fastest lap of the race so far, 41:04. Fast time for Curry and race trim. Side by side, Rochelle and Sinchek going at it for that second position. They'll sort it out for a moment. Now Matthew Johnson gonna look to the bottom. Close quarters racing into turn number 3. Johnson at the bottom. Rochelle gonna move up the racetrack. Slide job there. Matthew Johnson slides right across the nose of Brian Curry as Curry pulls it down to the bottom of the racetrack to avoid any contact. Will stay single file all the way through this 17 car field. Aaron Kralik, a little bit of a new look on that Tide machine. There you can see it right there. Got some nice new colors on the front of it, a little bit of a different arch on that one. If you're familiar with Kralik's typical Tide machine, this one looks a little brighter in the sun here in California. We'll have to wait to see if it's, oh, we got 3 wide. 3 wide for a moment, and that's all going to get sorted out. Adam Westfield in the 17 up at the top of the racetrack. Daniel Maglin right there. Aaron Kralik. They were all 3 wide for a moment. They get it all sorted out as we continue green flag racing here on this big 2-mile D-shaped oval in Fontana, California. You're watching. Whoa! Contact! As the Team Watson Racing number 4 of Daniel Maglin has to make an evasive move there. Almost contact with that 0-1 of Aaron Kralik. Meanwhile, front of the field, new race leader, the late Apex number 23 machine of Tom Sinchek. He's going to go down to the bottom of the racetrack and grab that top spot away from Dalton Tucker. Kyle Rochelle going to follow through, and off of the front end of Tucker. Rochelle almost goes around. Big moment there for Kyle Rochelle, almost getting turned off of the nose of Dalton Tucker as Tucker tries to chop the nose. Now down on the bottom. And I say chop the nose and slide right across the nose a whole lot. There's a little bit of gap, a little bit of buffer between these drivers. It just sounds really good, don't it? Makes it sound like it's close. And once again, we do apologize. Voice a little bit off kilter here tonight, but we're going to continue to soldier on because we got some great racing action here at Auto Club. This huge 2-mile track, speeds upwards of 185, almost 190 miles an hour entering these corners, and drivers all over each other, not letting anyone breathe just yet. We stay green flag racing as we complete lap number 7. Lap 8 goes on the board with Dalton Tucker surging back to the point. Side by side through turns 1 and 2, Tucker and Sinchek continue to go at it. Drag race down the backstretch into turn number 3. Tucker going to keep it on the bottom. Rochelle right there waiting to pick up the pieces if anything happens. How about that 7 of Kerry Trebu? He's up in the mix now. There you can see Trebu and that AG Compressor Parts Incorporated sponsored Chevy Z01 Camaro battling with Brian Curry for the last spot inside the top 5. Thomas Walter, Adam Westfield, 2 North Star Designs drivers going at it with each other right now. Beautiful paint schemes out there by everybody in this field. Speaking of beautiful paint schemes, we want to bring your attention to a great paint scheme out there. There you can see that 05 of Brett Adams with a great paint scheme tonight. As well as Bryce Kobler. We apologize, Bryce. We about messed your name up. Well, we did. We didn't about do it. We did. There you see that 555 of Kobler paying homage to one of the dirt rally drivers back in the day, Colin McCree. For those of you that don't know, there you can see that State Express 555. Colin McCree made that paint scheme famous back when he was driving for Subaru in the dirt rally days. And I don't know about you, but I do believe I've seen that on a few other platforms, is how they say it, back in the day, racing on some of the consoles. What a great way to bring that paint scheme back to life. Big shout out to Kobler for pulling that out of his hat and bringing it out here tonight at Auto Club. And we're going to head right back to the front of the field. Still got great racing action going on between your top 3 drivers. Tucker, Sinchek, Rochelle continuing to go at it with a 3-wide situation behind him. Whoa, boy, that's going to get close. It's going to get close and too close for comfort as the Old Bay 25 has to go through the grass, and we've got one around. I believe that may be Aaron Kralik. May have been caught up in that one. No, that's not going to be Kralik. That may be Eric Stamp. Yes, indeed it is. Eric Stamp going to go for a ride here. Lap number 12, first caution of the night going to come out. So I tell you what, let's go back. Let's check the replay. Oh yeah, and there you can see the contact between Trebu. Oh, and more contact coming in late. The 05 comes in. The 04 of Matthew Johnson caught up involved. Kerry Trebu, Eric Stamp. Tough break for all of those drivers as we're going to jump to a different vantage point now. Let's see what happened here. Did we see Curry down on the bottom dirt tracking? We've got drivers trying to miss it. And some melees and carnage going on. Bringing out the first caution of the evening. We'll jump back up front. Race leaders going to head down pit road. Dalton Tucker going to bring them all down to their pit stalls. A few drivers already on pit lane trying to fix their machines. So with this opportunity, we're going to take a quick commercial break, pay a few bills. You know how that goes, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back as promised after a brief commercial break. iRacing pace car lights already out. We're ready to drop the hammer once again. This time around, Tom Sinchek gonna win the race off of pit road. And our first caution gonna cause two drivers to head back to the haulers early. Kerry Trebu, Eric Stamp, both out of the race early here tonight from Auto Club. Man, it's going to be a good one here. I'm telling you, we've got drivers all over each other, front of the field, mid-pack, and in the back. There's not a safe position one. As we work our way off of turn 4, pace car will duck off. Into the Geico restart zone we roll and wait for it. Away we go. Green flag flies. Once again, here from Auto Club Speedway, Tom Sinchek gonna nail the loud pedal and jump out front pretty handedly, I might add. He's gonna just shoot out of a cannon and walk away with the race lead. No battle whatsoever for that one as he works his way off of turn number 2. Kyle Rochelle gonna move into that second position. How about Thomas Walter in that AWS North Star Designs number 57 Toyota Camry? He's gonna move into third for the first time here tonight. Walter gonna break into a podium spot with Aaron Kralik fighting hard down on the bottom of the racetrack. You can see Kralik a little bit loose through the center of 3 and 4. He'll corral the car, move it up the racetrack, and keep that fourth position for the time being. Patrick McClendon with a great run as well in that Monster Energy number 45. How about on the bottom? Here he is. We talked about him. Last year's season champion, reigning, defending, back-to-back series champion. There he is once again, and he has run his way all the way through this field from the back to the front. The 49 of Ryan Bird up 10 positions now into 6th, and he's looking to grab a handful of more positions. And that tattoos by Paulie, number 49 machine. How about that? Could we see Bird get the victory lane after a little bit of a hiatus? All due to work scheduling and things of that nature, but once again, right back on track and fast as always down on the inside of that 45 Monster Energy machine. Close quarters racing. It looks like Ryan Bird backed out of that one. He's going to have the 51 of Max Fauner all over him now. The Team Watson Racing setup drivers all over each other. That's going to be Daniel Miglin and Bryce Kobler going at it. The 15 of Brady Moats involved in this battle. We'll drop that timing and scoring back down to the left side of your screen. Let you follow along just like we do here in the production booth. Meanwhile, front of the field, new race leader once again, the 21 of Kyle Rochelle going to take that spot away. And what about the move there by that 04 of Matthew Johnson from the top to the bottom? Quick move on the wheel. Looking for the position, trying to slide up, not quite gonna clear. He'll stay stuck on the bottom, trying to get around that 05 of Brett Adams. Lot of great racing action all over this field, so we're going to jump around just a little bit. We do apologize if you get a little seasick out there by seeing too many sick machines out there on the draw. Whoa! Daniel Miglin way up the racetrack, entering turn number 3, right behind the Old Bay, number 25 of Brian Curry. All single file now, front of the field, all the way back through 10th position. Cobra Moats, they're going to go at it 11th, 12th. And what happened to Dalton Tucker? Long time on the pit road. Looks like Tucker may have had a little bit of a pit road penalty. Interesting enough, getting a pit road penalty under caution coming to pit road. And your pole sitter, the 24 Ford Mustang of Dalton Tucker. There you can see him. He's mired back in traffic, trying to work his way back to the front. Long way to go here tonight, so he's got a long time to make it. But he's going to have to tiptoe through the tulips. Make sure he gets back up there clean. Looking down to the inside, Adam Westfield looking for a position on Brian Curry. Not quite going to have that position just yet. Not clean and clear just yet, as Curry going to look to get by Ryan Bird. Dropping down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take the position away. Not going to get it just yet. Meanwhile, front of the field, still the same. Rochelle leads Sinchek and Walter. Rounding out your top three, Aaron Kralik sits in fourth with Patrick McClendon sitting in fifth. Great racing action off of turn number 2, back down the backstretch once again. There you can see that North Star Designs number 17 machine trying to get by the 99 of Bryce Kobler, sporting at 555, the State Express. We do apologize as well. You may hear a little more silence from time to time here tonight, trying to ensure the voice makes it through the broadcast here tonight. Down on our, I don't want to say down on our luck or down on our feelings, but a little under the weather all week long, starting to slowly feel better and get better. So I do want to send a big shout out to each and every one of the groups, the members, the drivers, the fans, the friends that have all reached out trying to make sure that everything's all right with Dave. And I assure you, everything is okay. We're getting back to 100%. We're going to be there very shortly. Hopefully getting back to the normalcy of the scheduling and the normalcy of bringing you great racing action will get us back to normal a little bit faster as well. Always feels good to be up here in the booth bringing you all the calls from Trackside, as we've got drivers spreading out a little bit now. Matthew Johnson and Brett Adams, they're falling behind at the time being. Both of those drivers were involved in that lap 7 incident. Or I apologize, no, that was lap number 11 that the first caution flag flew, so we do apologize on that. A little bit of fake news, but those two drivers still trying to hang tough, still trying to finish this thing out and finish out strong. Johnson and Adams back in 14th and 15th. A little bit of a struggle now for the 17 of Adam Westfield. He's starting to lose the draft and lose the field, and that is not something you want to do here at this 2-mile track at Auto Club. Brady Moats right out in front of him. There you can see Moats hanging on to this lead pack of cars as they begin to fan out through the corners. Everybody looking for some clean air. Clean air is absolutely king in these next-gen machines. And for the time being, everybody's searching for that clean air. Heading through the corners. Well, back at the front, Tom Sinchek continues to lead the 21 of Kyle Rochelle. Right behind him, Thomas Walter sitting in third. Aaron Kralik right there in fourth. Patrick McClendon back in fifth. Your top 5 have pretty much held serve from where they restarted this race from. Top 5 continued to stay top 5. Max Fonner right there. Now going to look to the outside. Or look to the inside. I apologize. Leave McClendon stuck on the high side, and the draft will prevail there for McClendon. Close racing through the tri-oval and into turn number 1. 3 wide, and they're going to sort it out. 3 wide for a moment. They'll sort it out. Daniel Miglin going to take that 7th position away. Dalton Tucker slowly slowly inching his way back to the front as we go 3 wide again. Dalton Tucker gonna pinch the 25 down to that white line. Everybody stays clean and clear, and into the outside wall. Into the outside wall goes the 99 of Kobler. A little bit of a scrape for the outside wall. You don't want to do that too many times. Kobler going to keep it wound up. And did you see how close that was? Did you see how close? McClendon was right there. Almost contact between McClendon and Curry. And they'll sort it out as McClendon falls to the back of the pack. Speeds, quick laps, in quick time here at Auto Club Speedway in the AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. What a race, what a night here tonight from Fontana, California. And there you can see Daniel Miglin trying to stick it to the outside, and he's going to get the spot. Contact between Miglin and Walter. That's going to put the AWS 57 North Star Designs machine a little bit out of sorts. And down on the bottom of the racetrack, Dalton Tucker going to capitalize on that contact. He's going to make his way now to the inside of Miglin. Will the run work on the bottom of the racetrack as your top two slowly starting to separate themselves from this field. Those late apex drivers beginning to work with each other and leave everybody else behind. Haven't done it yet here tonight, so I tell you what, why don't we go high above the racetrack? Let's go to one of our Turn 3 drone cams here tonight from Auto Club. There you can see Dalton Tucker out in front of Daniel Miglin and the 25 Old Bay machine of Brian Curry. And that's going to be 5th, 6th, 7th on the racetrack. They're going to sort things out as we're going to begin to jump around just a little bit, follow these drivers with yet another one of our Turn 3 drone cams here tonight. We have a few of them out there above the track. Do want to give a big shout out to Auto Club Speedway, allowing us to fly multiple drones here tonight to try to catch as much of the action as we can as we continue this great race here in the Surf City 200, brought to you by AG Compressor Parts Incorporated. And unfortunately, the race sponsored number 7 of Kerry Trebu out of tonight's race, so he's not going to be able to get the sponsor into victory lane, but still a good night here tonight for some great racing action. Hot and heavy right here. 5th, 6th, 7th on the racetrack. Tucker, Miglin, Curry all going at it. Oh, and Miglin's going to go way up the track, and the 99 going to close right in. Give him a little bit of a bump draft down the backstretch. And here comes Ryan Bird. Bird was inside of the top 5. He fell back to 9th, trying to gain a handful of positions back. Once again, looking to the outside, trying to make a run. And the 99 is going to fizzle out a little bit. Kobler not going to be able to go anywhere with that one. He's going to have to stay and settle for 7th. We're going to jump a little bit further through the field. I tell you what, let's jump back up here with these top 3. Top 3 all battling for position off of turn number... Oh, and we got contact into the outside wall. More contact on the bottom. More contact on the bottom of the racetrack. Miglin gonna go around. Thomas Walter into the outside wall. Brian Curry, Brady Moats, both involved in this one, and they're both gonna head to pit road. Big time trouble early here, bringing out our second caution of the night. And I tell you what, why don't we go high above the racetrack? Let's go check the replay. Catching it a little bit late. There you can see that AWS 57 North Star Designs machine getting a little bit out of sorts after the contact. We'll try to back it up one more time. Let's see if we can see it. And there you can see him already into the outside wall with the nose, with the tail end of the car. Curry and Moat spinning down to the bottom of the racetrack. Let's take a look and see what happened with those two. Oh, and just getting loose as the 25 up the track into the 57. Miglin, oh my gosh! 15. Hard impact right there. Oh my goodness. Hard, heavy impact for that 15, and that will put us under caution for the second time here tonight. Caution on lap number 34 as drivers will head down pit lane. Everybody going to follow your race leader, so as everybody heads down pit road, I tell you what, that's going to give us a little bit of time, so why don't we go ahead and run down your championship standings coming into tonight's race here with the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. Season number 6, and Kyle Rochelle sitting top of the point standings only by a mere 4 points. You can see just how close it is all the way through your top 5. Rochelle showing the way, Aaron Kralik, Tom Sinchek, Dalton Tucker, Max Fonner, your top 5 in the point standings, and you can see right there just a 20-point difference between your points leader in 5th place, and it gets pretty close from there on back as well. Ryan Ferraro, Thomas Walter, Isaac Mock, Adam Westfield, Sean Huffstutler, all very close, all within striking distance. They're all looking for some good runs, all looking for some race wins. We'll see who gets their second win tonight, or if we get a fresh face to victory lane. Once again, here from Auto Club, and once again, winning the race off of pit road. Fast pit crew for that 23 late Apex machine of Tom Sinchek. He's going to put it back out front. He'll have control of the restart once again. And we should see the one to go this time around. The iRacing pace car lights will be going out, and we will be going back. Green flag racing once again next time by. Back double file, back down the back stretch once again. Tom Sinchek going to win the race off of pit road for the second time here tonight. We will have the late Apex teammates restart from the front row. Kyle Rochelle on the outside, Sinchek down on the bottom. Kralik and Fonner back in row number 2. Bird, Tucker, McClendon, Miglin back in row number 4. Matthew Johnson and Adam Westfield will round out your top 10. Pace car down and away. Green flag flies once again. Sinchek on the loud pedal, and away we go. Back to turn number 1, and Sinchek a rocket ship on the restart once again. Nobody to worry about down at the turn number 1. Aaron Kralik looking to get to second for the first time here tonight. Close move there by Kralik to try to trap Fonner out. And that's going to force Fonner off of the gas, and he's going to drop a position all the way back to 5th now. Still making headway, still making moves to get back to the front. The 49 of Ryan Bird still up 10 positions, trying to find a way to that top 5, trying to find a way to victory lane. Can he make it back to victory lane in his, what would you really call that? Would you call it a resurgence, a reemergence? I'm not sure. Joining us here tonight for the first time, Ryan Bird. I'm telling you, man, that guy's fast no matter what you put him in, no matter what track it is, he always finds a way to get to the front. And there he is, again knocking on the door of a top 5. And yeah, how you doing out there, Roger? Glad to see you checking in. And well, you already know I'm sick, so I appreciate all the fun poking you've been doing at me. Hopefully everybody else is getting a good kick out of the voice as well, and we'll get it back right eventually, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. Tom Sinchek, big move there. He's going to block his teammate down on the bottom. Can try to block the run there. That's going to allow Dalton Tucker, your pole sitter, to make a move to the outside. The 24 is going to put the nose to the outside, and he's going to pull even now. Drag race to the start-finish line. Dalton Tucker, for the first time, back to the point, new race leader. Aaron Kralik looks hungry. He wants to lead a lap or two. He's going to make a run on the high side, and he's going to grab the position from Tucker now. Kralik going to keep it on the high side. Heading down into turn number 3. Can the time machine make a clean pass for the race lead? And he's going to complete the pass coming across the line. Lap number 41 goes on the board. Waypoint here tonight. A little bit of house cleaning in order. 17 drivers took to the starting grid here tonight. We are down to just 13 out there on the track. All 13 still on this lead lap. Brady Motes, Brian Curry, Kerry Trebu, and Eric Stamp all down and out after contact. Oh, and contact Ryan Bird into the outside wall hard. Oh, and that's going to put an end to his return to the track. The tattoos by Paulie number 49. He is all torn up. And I think they're going to need a tow truck for that one. Tell you what, let's go back, try to check this replay. Caution flag going to come out, and I believe, fellas, you went back to the wrong replay, so we'll see if we can't get you the correct replay here. There you, oh my gosh, hard impact with the outside wall, and you can see that right front all but destroyed. The tire looks like it wants to come off. Fortunately, it didn't, so we'll keep his crew chief for another week. But unfortunately for all the Bird fans out there, the Bird is not the word, and he is going to be on pit road for quite an extended stay. Man, that was a hard hit, and Ryan Bird, he's going to be on pit road for quite some time if he's even able to rejoin the track. Does anybody come down pit road? Looks like we've got a few takers. Aaron Kralik, Dalton Tucker, all going to come down pit road. I believe that's going to be the 99 of Bryce Kobler. He's going to come down pit road as well. Everybody else going to stay out there on the track. And Kyle Rochelle will assume the race lead. And we're going to take a quick commercial break here. Trying to get a little more hot tea in us. See if we can't fix the voice up a little bit more for you. And we'll continue to roll on here tonight in the AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And back trackside as the iRacing pace car ducks off. We're ready to roll once again in the restart zone, and on the gas, Rochelle gonna fire off and lead them back across the line. Lap number 45 now goes on the board. Rochelle gonna shoot out of a cannon. Thompson checked down on the inside, trying to take the position away from that 45 of Patrick McClendon. First time tonight, McClendon's been inside of your top three. Everybody charging down into turn number 3, right into your living room screens. Down through 3 and 4, they'll spread out a little bit. 3 wide for 4. Knocking on the door of that halfway point here tonight. We've still got a lot of great racing action ahead of us. Ryan Bird's crew still out there trying to get his machine fixed up. You can see a lot of sledgehammers and sawzalls right out near that right front trying to mend that machine. Close racing action off of turn number 2. 3 wide once again. Max Bonner on the bottom. Going to jump out of the gas just a little bit, let that get sorted out. Funner and Kralik going to go at it. Oh, that's going to get close. Kralik almost into the outside of that 4 of Daniel Miglin. They'll sort it out and stay 3 wide with Max Funner down on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to give that position up, let both of those drivers go by. Brett Adams starting to creep up into the mix. He's now back inside of the top 10. Crazy great racing action right here around that 5th through 10th position. Johnson, Miglin, McClendon, Kralik, Adams, Fonner, Westfield all going at it. Little bit of a step out on the rear end there of Tom Sinchek, the 23, almost sideways coming out of turn number 2. He'll keep that second position for the time being, but Matthew Johnson going to close right on in that 04. A little bit of winter fluid missing out of that 04 machine. Looks like he might have to top that off under his next pit stop. Close right there with your pole sitter. Dalton Tucker, the 24 machine, got back to the point. but struggling on these restarts. The Team Watson Racing setup 24 of Dalton Tucker searching for a line, trying to find a way. He's down on the bottom, looking to the inside of Sinchek. A little bit of contact with the outside wall for Matthew Johnson. He's going to lose some ground as Daniel Miglin now going to look to the inside of his teammate. 3 wide into 3. Up the racetrack and almost into Tucker goes Miglin. Man, that was close. Rochelle now has company for the race lead. Sinchek looking to grab it on the outside. He's got help with a little bit of draft down the backstretch, and Sinchek in a surge to the front and back to the point. Dalton Tucker looking to find a way back to the front as well. He's going to pull even as they drag race through turn 4. Back to the start-finish line. Dalton Tucker grabs the race lead once again. At the halfway point tonight, we've had ourselves a handful of race leaders. 7 lead changes to be exact. 4 different race leaders. All 4 of them right there inside of your top 4. So the fast cars continue to find a way to the front, and Dalton Tucker, man, he is stepping out right now. He got back to the point, and he is stepping away a half a second advantage for that fast Ford Mustang. The Team Watson Racing 24 of Dalton Tucker stepping it out. Tucker not the only person stepping it out here. Your top 4 beginning to break away from the rest of the field. Best of the rest at this moment. Patrick McClendon in that Monster Energy Toyota Camry. Showing the way in 5th position. Matthew Johnson, Max Bonner, Daniel Miglin, Brett Adams, Adam Westfield round out your top 10. And as drivers back in the pack try to sort things out, things beginning to sort themselves out front. Dalton Tucker stepping out to the biggest race advantage we've seen all night. Just 0.6 of a second. Dalton Tucker showing the way. Aaron Kralik back in second. Sinchek remains in third with Kyle Rochelle, his late Apex teammate, sitting in fourth. And they are all but gone at this moment. Let's go back here. 3-wide battle between Kobler, Johnson, and Fauner. They'll sort things out through the corner, and that's going to be close heading into turn 3. Things starting to separate themselves. Things starting to spread out a little bit as these drivers continue racing on these much older tires. Last time the field was down on pit road, lap number 34. Your 2 race leaders, Tucker and Kralik, came down under our latest caution. So they have about 10 lap fresher tires than the rest of the field, and that could be why they're beginning to step away from Sinchek and Rochelle, who are still on the same pit strategy. Majority of this field is on that same strategy, coming down pit road, back on lap number 34 under our second caution of the evening. Only 4 sets of tires on pit road for these drivers. Oh my goodness. Started to look like that was going to get a little sketchy for Max Funner as he walked up the racetrack heading out of turn number 2. Funner protecting that inside lane. Trying to keep that 05 of Brett Adams behind him. He's not going to be able to do it. He'll move up the racetrack, and now Adams going to be the sole driver in this pack down there on the bottom of the racetrack. Daniel Miglin trying to cover everybody off. He's going to drop down to the bottom, back to the high side once again. The 05 of Brett Adams still trying to bottom feed here. Not quite so sure that's where you want to be on the corner exit as the outside lane begins to freight train. The 05, the Ford, is dropping back to 8th. Slight contact with the outside wall there for Patrick McClendon, right in front of the 99 of Bryce Kobler. Kobler going to have to check up just a little bit. That's going to allow Adam Westfield to look to his inside. Westfield not going to quite have the run he needs to make the pass just yet. And now you can see Thomas Walter back into the picture after contact with the outside wall. A little bit of front end and rear end damage. Contact with the outside wall on the back stretch for that AWS North Star Designs number 57 machine. Trying to recover and make some moves and grab some positions. We'll have to wait to see where it all shakes out for Walter. Tell you what, we're going to head back to the front. Let's check in with your race leader, your pole sitter here tonight. He's beginning to click off these laps rather quickly. Next time around, we'll have just 40 laps remaining. Oh, and contact! Funner goes around. Max Funner turned into the outside wall, and we've got another caution, more contact, and oh, the 17 of Westfield. He's going to get collected. Oh, my goodness. Big contact there for a handful of drivers. Daniel Miglin shoved into the outside wall. Funner gets turned into the wall as well. More contact. The 05 into the 51. That's going to turn him back into the 17. A lot of action going on here. Let's try to check it out from a different vantage point if we can. Oh, there's hard impact right there. Driver's side for Max Funner. The 05 trying to check up, an unfortunate contact between them. That's going to catch up that 17 of Adam Westfield. And that's going to put us under caution for the 4th time here tonight. And we'll jump right back to the front. What will your race leaders do? Will they come to pit road this time around? They've already burnt through 2 sets of tires. Will they take a third right here and keep just 1 set for later on? And it does indeed look like everybody gonna come down pit road and get those 4 fresh Goodyears. We'll see who wins the race off of pit road. As the list grows longer and longer here tonight at Auto Club Speedway, a lot of drivers caught up with some extracurricular activities, some carnage, chaos, catching a few of these drivers out. Brady Motes, Brian Curry, Kerry Trebu, Eric Stamp, already listed out of tonight's race. Ryan Bird still trying to fix his 49 machine and get out there and grab a position or 2 if he can. We're going to keep an eye on pit road, and it looks like we've got some strategy plays here. The 05 of Brett Adams, he's going to, looks like just a gas and go for that 05, and he's going to get out front, and he will bring this field to the green flag this time around. Dalton Tucker going to roll off second. Rochelle back in third. Sit and check in. Kralik will round out your top 5. Pace car down and away, and green flag flies once again. Dalton Tucker back to the point. As we head back to turn number 1, Dalton Tucker keeps Kyle Rochelle at bay. Aaron Kralik right there still in that third position. Bryce Kobler and Tom Sinchek going at it for that fourth position. Sinchek down there on the inside lane trying to make things work. Things sort themselves out at the front. Tucker continues to lead Rochelle. Aaron Kralik right there in third as the list grows longer of drivers out of tonight's race. Max Fauner, Ryan Bird, Brady Moats, Brian Curry, Kerry Trebu, and Eric Stamp all down and out of tonight's race. That's going to leave us with just 10 drivers still out on the track. 10 drivers left on the lead lap. Daniel Miglin trying to fix up his team Watson Racing setup. Number 4 machine. I have to wait to see if he succumbs to the damage or if he's able to get that fixed up and head back out onto the racetrack. Sinchek losing a lot on this restart. He's going to drop out of your top 3, all the way out of your top 5, and now back to the 7th position. He's been inside of your top 5 pretty much all night long, but now the late Apex driver seems to have some struggles. Sinchek stuck on the bottom, trying to make some moves, trying to get back to the front. Patrick McClendon almost into the outside while surging around the 04 of Matthew Johnson. Moved the Monster Energy 45 Toyota Camry to 4th. Top 3, nose to tail, back to turn number 1 we go. Tucker leads Rochelle and Kralik. Single file down the backstretch, nobody making any moves right now. Lap number 69 on the board. We getting ready to cross the line, and we'll have ourselves just 31 laps remaining here tonight with AG Compressor Parts Incorporated. Surf City 200 from Auto Club Speedway. Graylick moves up the racetrack. That's going to open up the door for Kyle Rochelle. Rochelle not going to make the move yet. He'll stay in third. Back across the line. Lap 72 goes on the board. Again, do want to apologize about the voice. It looks like it's slowly starting to fade out on us here, but we're going to try to soldier on through this one, push through it for all you out there tonight watching this great race brought to you by the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series right here from Fontana, California. Auto Club Speedway hosting tonight's AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. Your Pump and Dump Clothing Company Pole Award winner, the Team Watson Racing Setup 24 Ford Mustang of Dalton Tucker back at the point, showing the way, but he is not stepping away as Sinchek going to go 3 wide on the bottom. Sinchek 3 wide on the bottom, moves Sinchek back to 5th. Sinchek struggling to keep the position. He'll stay in tow. He'll stay in line. Right behind that 45 of Patrick McClendon. Matthew Johnson right there as well. Sinchek and Kobler round out your top 7 front of the field. Slowly starting to step out. Tucker, Kralik, Rochelle rounding out your top 3, stepping away from the rest of the field. Almost a 1-second advantage for your top 3 as they continue to lay down fast times at the front of the field. Just 25 to go. Last time around, we're ready to roll to the end here tonight. Will we see this thing stay green flag? Or will we have a late race caution, give somebody in the field an opportunity to possibly pull some strategy to try to make their way to the front and snatch away a race win? stretched out and spread out here tonight at Auto Club Speedway. Dalton Tucker showing the way. Kyle Rochelle back in second. Aaron Kralik. Tom Sinchek now moves to fourth. The late apex 23 of Sinchek. He's been fast all night. He's been inside of your top five for the majority of the race, but now behind the 8-ball with some ground to make up. Will he be able to close in on the front of the field fast enough to do anything with your race leaders? And we got a battle for the race lead. Kyle Rochelle looks to the bottom. And the 21 gonna grab the lap lead at the line, move Rochelle to the point once again. Late move into the point with 20 to go. Kyle Rochelle starting to stretch his legs. Dalton Tucker watching the race leader step away. Aaron Kralik is going to fall back into the clutches of Tom Sinchek. We're going to have a battle for third, fourth, and fifth here in just a moment. That 99 of Bryce Kobler right there once again. Debut last week at Texas. Walked away with a podium. Can he do it again? As Sinchek continues to struggle getting around Aaron Kralik, that has brought the 99 into the picture. Kobler once again looking for his second podium in a row in that many races. What a debut 2 weeks for this number 99 Kobler. He's been absolutely on it. Right across the nose, slide job at a turn 4. Move Sinchek to third. Continuing to click off the laps at the front, the late apex 21 of Kyle Rochelle showing the way, and his teammate Tom Sinchek right there starting to check in at the front once again. Now looking to the inside of Dalton Tucker as Tucker's into the outside wall. The 24 into the outside wall off of turn number 2. With draft help behind him, he's going to be able to surge forward and keep that second position away from Tom Sinchek for the time being. Looking to pick up the pieces is that 01 of Aaron Kralik. Can Kralik somehow walk away with a podium here? Sitting in a good spot, catbird seat if you will, back in the 5th spot. Everybody else back behind them. Brett Adams, Thomas Walter, Adam Westfield, Matthew Johnson, and Patrick McClendon rounding out your top 10. With just 15 to go, only 10 drivers left on the lead lap, 10 drivers on the track. And you know, we got to give a big shout out to this guy right here. And this AWS number 57 North Star Designs machine, that Toyota Camry was involved in 2 on-track incidents, but he has persevered. He has kept his elbows up, head down, and he has scratched, clawed, and fought his way into a solid top 10, knocking on the door of a top 5. Thomas Walter with a great recovery here tonight, saving his points day from utter disaster. He's now going to walk away with pretty decent points at the end of tonight's race if he can finish this one on out in that 7th position. His North Star Designs teammate Adam Westfield back behind him. 17 was caught up and involved in an on-track incident as well. But he's able to keep it out there running, and we got a pass at the front. Battle for second once again. Draft help behind him down the front stretch. Bryce Kobler gonna move to second. Here comes a run by Sinchek. Can they both get by? Oh my goodness. Close racing there between Sinchek and Tucker. They touch, but no harm, no foul. They'll keep it heading in the right direction. And how about the rookie? Second week with the series, and it looks like he's going to secure his second podium in a row. That is absolutely lights out by Kobler. And again, got to give a big shout out to Kobler with that paint scheme out there on the car here. Kobler sporting that State Express 555 back from when Colin McCree used to run the dirt rally machines in the Subarus. So big time shout out to some of the California style racing that a lot of drivers are accustomed to. Out on this side of the country, a lot of stadium trucks, a lot of dirt rally cross type things, and paying homage to one of the greats, Colin McCree, when he drove that State Express 555, and Kobler paying homage and doing a rather good job at it. Right there, back in second once again. Kenny back up last week's second place finish with yet another second place finish. Dalton Tucker and Tom Sinchek, they continue to go at it for third and fourth. All the while, Rochelle loving what he sees in his rearview mirror, and that's drivers battling, but not battling him. I don't know, the way Kobler's going at it right now, he might be looking for his first victory here with the series in the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series, and he's going to have a runoff of 4. Kobler going to have a runoff of 4. He's not going to grab it at the line, but he's going to be right there in tow. Rochelle had better beware. Here comes Kobler. Big wiggle off of 2 that time for Rochelle. That's going to allow Kobler to get right back up into the mix. Kobler had fallen behind just a little bit now as Tom Sinchek moves himself into that 3rd position. Only 5 laps remain. Can Kyle Rochelle keep the fast rookie behind him? Can he keep Bryce Kobler at bay? It's going to be a 40-lap run to the end. Oh my gosh, and that's going to put an end to Kobler's run. Hard impact, and he's going to slide down the apron. The rookie has trouble late, little bit of a wiggle and overcorrection, and that's going to end the night for Kobler. Not only does that end the night for that 99, but that's going to pretty much sort things out at the front of this field. Kyle Rochelle all alone. 7/10 of a second advantage over his late Apex teammate Tom Sinchek. Dalton Tucker right there sitting in 3rd. Your podium all but decided unless somebody has some more late race trouble. Sinchek doing what he can to try to chase down his teammate. Whoa, way up the track goes Rochelle. Sinchek gonna close in as Popsicle Sticks go on display. Just 2 to go here from Auto Club. 2 laps remaining here in the AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. Late Apex teammates going at it for what could be the race win. Sinchek gonna close in. Draft gonna help him get to the rear bumper. Will the teammates play nice at the front, or will we see trouble in paradise? Off of turn number 4, we go back across the line. White flag will fly. Final lap here tonight, brought to you by the KL Customs. Just 2 miles remain for Rochelle to keep his hard-charging teammate behind him. Will he be able to keep Sinchek at bay? Will Sinchek, a little bit of a wiggle? Will we see an attempt? Into 3 and 4 for the final time. The teammates go. Sinchek goes to the top. Rochelle protecting at the bottom. He's trying to send it in the back. Dalton Chucker doing his best Watermelon Man impression. And Sinchek's going to lose it. Sinchek's going to lose it off of 4. Cut the grass, but come back across the line. He's going to keep that second position. We've seen some crazy action right there in that final corner. Dalton Tucker trying to send it like Ross Chastain. It didn't quite work. Sinchek all on the gas. He's going to get super loose and do a little landscaping. Somehow walk away with second still. What a finish to tonight's race. Rochelle, Sinchek, Tucker will round out your podium here tonight in the AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200 as Rochelle enjoys his cool down lap. Fans in the stands ready for a smoke show. He'll begin to give them all a little bit of photo opportunities. He's going to come around right here, give the sold out, packed out house a little bit of a burnout for his post-race celebrations. And as he enjoys his race win, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interview. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. And we're going to dive right on into it. We're going to get straight to the post-race show. Let's see if we can't grab a quick word or two with the man that walked away with the pole award here tonight, starting from first but finishing third here tonight in his fast Ford Mustang. Dalton, it's Dave. You got a copy?
I got you, man.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after a solid finish to a pretty solid night?
I think I definitely had probably the best short run car, and as for long run, I know what I was doing wrong, just didn't change my line at the end, and just didn't have the drive off of turn 4 like Kyle and Tom did. Just couldn't suck up back to their draft and stay with them. But I'm happy with the third. Honestly, probably should have been a fourth because Bryce was so fast at the end. But I'll take this.
Now, Dalton, there was only 4 sets of tires for you guys, so I want to walk through the strategy a little bit. I believe if my calculations are correct here, you didn't have any more sets in pit road, did you?
No, I took a set right after a caution, hoping that it would go green from there, and then we'd be sitting pretty. But of course, there's another caution. Then I had to use my last set with I think 40 to go or however many it was, and I knew I wasn't in deep trouble unless a caution came out. But I knew my long run speed wasn't the same as everybody either.
Well, yeah, you had great speed in that Team Watson Racing setup machine all night long. You ran near the front. You worked your way from the back of the field back to the front once again. How tough was it to work your way through that dirty air?
It definitely was not fun, mainly because of just the lines different people would run. if they were holding the top, you couldn't really pass them. You'd lose all your speed on the exit because they would kind of be in the way. So I went to the back just to kind of see how it is. This will be my last race in the league for probably quite some time, selling all my stuff, and so I wanted to have fun with it. I wanted to kind of go to the back, try to get back to the front, and I knew I wasn't racing for points. So I just wanted to kind of test and see, and I learned real quick that you don't want to be behind people.
Well, Dalton, if there's one thing or one word of advice I'm gonna give you, it's back it up, put it in the closet, don't get rid of it, because you know how much money you spent on that stuff, and man, if you got to replace it, oh boy, that pocket ain't gonna be happy.
Yeah, I actually got a guy. He's picking it up Saturday, so
Oh no,
it'll
I
be
don't like
sad
it.
to
I
see
don't
it.
like it.
It'll be sad to see it go, but it's time to move on, do different things with my time.
Absolutely. Well, we do understand and we do appreciate all the time that you've given us to see you out there on the track fast, week in, week out. Unfortunately, I guess this will be the final time for you out there on track. Hopefully, we can get you coming around and checking out some of the broadcasts still. Maybe we'll have a little chat out there in the chat if you check in on us and things like that. So, with all that being said, for the final time, we're gonna step back and Mike's yours.
I appreciate it, man. And as always, I gotta get a shout out to you doing the broadcast. I know you're under the weather this week, so that just means a lot to have you doing this. It'd been real easy for you to step away, not even knowing it was my last race. So that means a lot just that you were here and I was able to send the link out and let people watch it. Gotta get a shout out to all the people watching it that I sent it to. They knew it was probably going to be my last race with it being sold on Saturday. So I just want to say thanks to them. Always give a shout out to my team at Team Watson. Great group of guys. They all race real clean, fast. Didn't have any luck tonight, but definitely give a shout out to them. And hopefully I'll be back one day and league will still be going. I'll be able to do some more races in here.
Yeah, indeed. Hopefully, it's sooner than later, but we all know that sometimes a break from things and stepping away and doing some other things in life can bring you some joy as well, as we've said already, Dalton. Man, it's been a heck of a run for you. I've enjoyed watching you out there racing. I'm sure your fans have. I'm sure your teammates and competitors have as well. So I guess for the final time, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, man. Take it easy, Dave.
All right, there you have it. Final few sad parting words from Dalton Tucker. Final time on the track here with the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. And Tucker going to send it off in fashion with a pole as well as a podium. So we do wish Dalton the best, and hopefully we'll see him back trackside soon. But nonetheless, we're going to move right on along, and we're going to try to catch up and have a few words with the man that walked away second here tonight. Let's see if we can't talk to the first of our two late Apex drivers. Let's bring in Tom Sinchek in that 23 machine. Tom, it's Dave. You got us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after a solid run, solid night all night long, and battling with your teammate at the end?
A wee bit sweaty, but as long as one of the Elite Apex guys came away with the win, that's all that counts.
You know, Tom, you give me some really good quotes, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody say a wee bit sweaty. So I'm just gonna put that one next to your name, and I'm
the
gonna,
notebook.
The sweaty sin check is gonna be a new move that we have to coin out there, man.
The back sweat is real at the end of these races.
Well, Tom, a heck of a night for you. You fell back through the field at one point in time. You were able to work your way back up with less than 20 to go. Did you think you had what it took to get up there and battle your teammate for the race win?
Sure, yeah. I started in third on that restart and kind of screwed myself, but even if I got to Kyle, I probably would have went to his inside, and I don't know if I would have been able to make the pass because yeah, he would have been able to hold the outside. But I mean, the draft is so strong. That's why I was able to kind of get back up to him. So once I did, I just sent the Hail Mary at the end right there, and it was a millisecond away from sticking. But I don't know what it would have done even if I did. But second's fine.
Yeah, well, you can actually send him a landscaping bill now, if
Yeah.
you want for that final lap. But you got to do something, right? You got to throw
Yeah.
caution to the wind on the last lap, last corner. And,
Yeah, it was either first, second, or third. So because I think fourth was a little bit farther back. So even if I screwed it up, I still wouldn't have had a podium. So it's all right.
yeah, absolutely. Well, Tom, again, congratulations on a great race. Start at second, finish second. Before we let you go, you know the drill. Mike's yours.
Yes, sir. We have a shout out to Late Apex 1-2. Feels great. All the guys that ran up front, it was super clean all day. We had a few bumps here and there, but nobody really got into each other too much. I know there was a few wrecks at the back, but pretty clean race overall. Thank you for broadcasting. You always do a good job. And I guess we'll see you at Atlanta.
Yeah, it's going to be hot and heavy action at that new Atlanta Speedway, so we'll see some crazy moves there. I can assure you that. And until then, as always, Tom, stay safe and keep it fast.
Yes, sir. We'll see you.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from Tom Sinchek, coming home second. Tried to send it on the final lap out of the final corner, but wasn't quite able to pull it off. He's going to send Auto Club Speedway a little bit of a landscaping bill, maybe pay for some of that diffuser and parts underneath getting damage on that last lap attempt. But still a fine night, fine finish. Tom Sinchek going to walk away in second, and that's going to move us right along into victory lane with his Late Apex teammate taking the checkered flag for the second time this season. Kyle, it's Dave. How you feeling after that?
Pretty good, man. I think that was probably the hardest I've driven in a while.
Well, there towards the end, you were able to step away just a little bit, but then your teammate kind of reeled you back in. Were you getting any nervous? Were you getting nervous in the behind the wheel?
The last 3 laps, I kind of just blew it off of 3 and 4, and Tom gamed a lot on me, and then I kind of just figured he was going to get to me right there at the end, going into 3 and 4, coming off of 4, and he got loose, luckily, or something. I thought he had a huge run on me, and I was toast. But I mean, honestly, if Bryce didn't hit the wall, he probably would have got me. He was pretty quick there at the end as well.
Yeah, a big challenge from the newcomer, Gobler. He was right there at the end. He had some late race trouble off of turn number 2, and that kind of let you set sail for a minute before your teammate reeled you back in. But now that you've got this second win, you're kind of in a category that only one other driver's been in so far this season. Multiple race wins now for you, and only Cedric Hunter, the only other driver to go to victory lane multiple times this season. Do you think that's going to begin to separate you from the rest of the field, or do you think we're going to continue to see some of these drivers get those second, maybe third wins?
Yeah, I hope so. That the top 4 were pretty quick every week, so they're always going to be tough to beat. And then Thomas and Max are always quick as well. So we'll see what happens. I think next week we go to Atlanta, and that's a mini Dega, so anyone could win that race.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy super speedway without a super speedway race next week. I don't even know how you guys managed to get that done at that track. It's a handful for myself, but that's also why I'm not behind the wheel anymore. It got a little too expensive for the sponsors, but fortunately enough, you're able to put it in victory lane. So once again, congratulations on the great show here tonight. Congratulations on your second win of the season. Before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home?
I just got to thank the whole Apex team, Tom. Fortunately, Ryan, I guess he got caught up in an accident. The whole series. It's a lot of fun racing these guys. And then you, of course, everything you guys do. I appreciate it.
All right, Kyle. Well, again, congratulations on your second win of the season. It's a pleasure as always. And until next time, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
All right, thanks. Hopefully I talk to you next week.
All right, there you have it. Kyle Rochelle, happy with that second win, knowing that we're heading to a tough super speedway next week. We call it a super speedway because it races that way now. The new paved, reconfigured Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's going to be a barn burner for sure. Hopefully the voice is back to normal by then. I know the racing is going to be just as normal when we hit the track, and we'll see if Kyle Rochelle can be the first driver to go back-to-back visits to Victory Lane next week at Atlanta. But right here, right now, walking away with the checkered flag, Kyle Rochelle sits in Victory Lane. What a night, what a race. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network and myself, Dave in the Cave. So as producers hit those buttons in the background and you hear those familiar sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results in the AG Compressor Parts Incorporated Surf City 200. Walking away with the checkered flag in hand. Once again, that's the late Apex 21 of Kyle Rochelle. Tom Sinchek going to finish back in second with the 24 of Dalton Tucker coming home in third. Aaron Kralik going to bring that Tide machine home in fourth position. Brett Adams going to walk away in fifth. Thomas Walter in sixth, with seventh place going to the 17 of Adam Westfield. The 04 of Matthew Johnson going to finish in eighth. Patrick McClendon back in ninth. Newcomer, rookie, on his way to almost a second podium in a row. The 99 of Bryce Kobler rounds out your top 10. Daniel Miglin, Max Fonner, Ryan Bird back in 13th, with Brady Motes back in 14th. 25 Old Bay Machine of Brian Curry going to finish in 15th, with the 7 of Kerry Trebu back in 16th. Early trouble here tonight for the 53 will finish Eric Stamp's night back in 17th, and that's going to be it for your running order here tonight in the iRacing Stock Car Challenge Cup Series. And that's going to do it for us. We're going to begin to cut off the lights, roll up the cords, and get ready to go cross country to Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're going to have some fast-paced, heavy action for you next Thursday night. Mark it down on your calendar, or better yet, if you haven't already, show these drivers some love and appreciation and drop that thumbs up. Join us in that push to 3,000, and as we've already said, drop these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.